Well, hello and welcome to another video. We are off out on another wild camp. Indeed we are, and I'm not far from my wild camp spot, just over the hill here. Let's get cracking. Well, I've arrived at my wild camping spot. I've just got to pick a spot to camp. As you can see, it's a tad overgrown, and I have initially picked a spot just here behind me, between them two trees there. But I'm going to go on a little scouting mission just to see what there is. I mean, there's a lot of thorns. The nettles are as tall as me. Never seen anything like it. Right, it's going to take a while to find a spot. There's a potential spot back there. And there's one might be in there, but it's in amongst the canopy. I want to try and be out of the canopy if I can. And this bit behind me is nice and light, as you can see, just there, just here. It's nice and light. Right, it's going to take some thinking. Get back to you. Right, so I think I found myself a spot. Just some of these trees. They are old. They're willow. It's in need of a coppice. But I'm going to use that tree there. See what I mean? Just nowhere around that's reasonably safe. I think that was the only danger. That one there. There we go. Get rid of some of this. Can use that in my stove. Incidentally, I bought my lixada wood stove, the big one. Right, so I'm going to use that tree to tie off, and this one over here. We're going to be packing up in the rain in the morning, so I'm going to have my tarp at an angle so I get run off down here. So I'm going to tie off to this one. This one's okay to tie off to, and my bivvy bag will be somewhere in the middle. Probably have my tarp at about chest height, so somewhere nice and comfortable to sit under. I've got that nice stump there to sit. I bought my hammock chair, which I ain't going to be able to put up because, yeah, never mind, sit on there instead. Right, I'm going to get cracking and I'll see you later. Incidentally, this pack is the, I've ditched the LK35, left that at home. This is the patrol pack, the British Army patrol pack. It's about 35 litres, 40 litres. And wondering what that is, that's just spare lens for my M50 and some charging packs for the wireless audio system. So that's what's in there. And batteries, obviously. So put that there. This I've had. Right, this is the this is good. This, you like this? So this is the USGI 2-quart water bladder, and it's I take this. It's got a thing here where if you in a predicament out somewhere, there's a hose you stick there, and you can feed someone who's in a bit of a pickle with water. Inside here, this is the pouch that goes with it. By the way, it's fur lined, so in the winter it keeps it, from freezing, and in the summer what you do is you wet that in the inside. Just totally, in the summer you just totally soak this in the water, and you put your bladder in there and it keeps it cool. This is a millbank bag that I keep in there with it all the time, so if I want to fill this up I can just go to the nearest water source, feed the water through the millbank bag through here, and it's got a pocket on the front as well where I just keep some purity tabs, so if I have to use the millbank bag I filter it straight into here, and then I just drop a couple of purity tabs in there, and that does me. Right, and get the tarp up. So I do know knots, I just don't know the bloody names of them. It's been a while. But, I think that's an event hitch. Not quite sure. There you go. I've forgotten all the names of them. Just wrap around a tree and what have you. Very simple not to do, and that is lovely with a toggle. So we just go over and do the other end. Right, so what I'm doing on this one is a top hitch. I've wrapped it around the tree. Then what you do is you go over it like that. See that? So you've wrapped it around the tree, you go over like that. Put it back on itself, like so. This is why I have such a long ridge line, it's just that there's no gap that I can't put it. Now what you want to do is come there, you want to get rid of that. So just what you do then is line underneath, put it through here, put it tight up against that, so you've got a loop, then make another loop and pull it through. Right, so I've got the ridge line up, the vent hitch, top tarp hitch that way, and as you can see my tarp is just now, my basha rather, is just now dangling in the middle. So the good thing about having it dangling and moving along the ridge line with two Prussiks is so I can just position it anywhere I damn well please. So what I do is I get my Prussik through there like that, and I use a toggle or a bit of stick, whichever you want to call it. Nice big one. Just pull it through there and just let that take up the slack like so. Get another one from over here. No, rubbish. Oh no, that's good. There we go. And here as well, open up the tab or the loop on your basha, stick your Prussik through there like so, and then you can just slide it across wherever you want it, like that. Want it up a bit more, and that ain't going anywhere, look, because these Prussiks are biting and that's now tight. And if you want it to keep up in the middle, what you could do is you could use this loop here and just pull your ridge line through like that and put another toggle in there if you're happy with where it is. I am, so therefore that's exactly what I'm going to do. And there you go, one basha set up. All I've got to do now is just make some pegs or find some way to tie them off naturally. Right, so that's the basha up. I've just put that stick in the middle just while it's when I'm sat under there. Now it's easy for me to get my bivvy bag and stuff in, but I'll kick that out of the way because we are expecting rain. So this one here, as you saw, goes from there all the way down to the peg that I made just there. This one over here, trying to get used to using all my knots. This is the pheromone friction hitch just on there, going round that fallen branch. So that's a nice pheromone friction hitch. And as I say, on the other side, just walk around here. So I can show you from here actually. So that one down here, that one down there, that's a taut tarp hitch. Just there, no need to have any knots. It was literally just a taut tarp hitch, so I could pull that tight. And then the next one is up there, just there. Where are we? Just there. That's another taut tarp hitch just there around that trunk there. So the way this is set up now, I've got the basha set up on a lean. Okay, you know this won't be here, so it's all running downhill. So if we get rain in the night, which we will, it'll all run down off of here and off of this end here, which is all right. So now what's left for me to do is to put my bivvy bag, and I've got my Dutch Army hoop bivvy with me today, and my summer sleeping bag. It's going to be about 14 degrees before dawn, which is more than enough for that summer bag. Catch you a pillow. I did bring my down jacket because I might go out in the field later. And that's all I bought. I want some food and the little fire stove. So yeah, we'll run through that later. But that's the tarp set up now. Really pleased with it. As you can see, I do it so it's easy, you know, with the line, with the ridge line going all the way through the tabs on the top with what are they, Prussiks on the end there, and it just saves tying it up. So that way you can have it a long ridge line. I think I've got I know my tie off points on the corners, they're 3 meters, and I think this is about a 40 foot 40 or 50 foot ridgeline, so there's no tree that it won't, no gap where it won't go round, you know, so you never be stuck in putting it up. So yeah, really pleased with that. Anyway, I'm going to get the rest of the kit out and shove it in there. And that is that. So that's all camp all set up and looking rather nice. I will give you a complete 360 of where I am. As you can see, I'm right in amongst it. Lots of overgrown trees. None of them been coppiced or anything, they just left the rack and ruin, this bit of woods that I'm in. But this is the way I came down through this game trail, just in there. Through there, through the gap in the trees, you might be able to see the fields. So no one who's walking along the edge there will never see into here. So coming back round, back into camp. So what I'm going to do now is I want to clear a patch of ground to set my wood stove up and put a brew on and get some prepared dinner. I have a steak, I have a bit of rump steak that I'm going to slice up. Got an onion, some mushrooms. I'm going to bung that in a big cop out wrap. So I can't be bothered bringing any potatoes. Right, so there we go. That's camp. You know where I am now. It's the canopy. All nice and thick, but a nice little bit of bright area over where the tarp is. So it's not all bad. So when you're clearing some ground for a wood stove, especially if it's been dry of late, you know, really get under there. You've got these little roots, they can all catch fire all under the ground. They can smoulder and go off all over the place. So just make sure, you know, that there's nothing here that can catch the ground. But having said that, this is the wood stove that I bought. This is the lixada one, and I have, that's what I always bring out with me, is this bit of foil. This is just one of them bako foil tins you get that the shops sell every Christmas to cook your turkey in. So I place that on the floor like that and I set my wood stove up on top of it. And it's all in there. I'm going to get and set this up and put a brew on. But in the meantime, I'm just going to continue to make sure I've done a good job. So I don't want to be responsible for this rather nice woodland to be caught on fire. There we go. I think that'll do. One more there that's sticking up. There, I think. Don't have to go very far for the little thin twigs. You've got a tree, if it just snaps off in your hand, just like that, with no effort, just like that, that's okay to use. So what am I using to light my fire with? Well, in actual fact, it's just wood wool. With this, I just break it all up and put my wood on top. And what I do is I lift it up, I shove my lighter underneath and let it catch underneath. So I'm doing all these little bits that I've just collected, just snapping them up even smaller, just shoving them all in, just like that. Not that one. I shove big stuff on top. once it's going, we can start feeding it then. There we go. That's looking dandy. Excellent. Here's my lighter somewhere. Here we go. A bit on high. There we go. Simple as that. As simple as that. Flame grilled, anybody? Well, that's going to be my beef, onion and mushroom wrap. And this, I'm going to eat like a caveman. And with that, I wish you good night. Right, so that's all four corners now, all nicely tied up, as you can see there. All four corners. So I'm now just going to show you just how easy it is to collapse this tarp up using the system that I use. It's just so easy. So I'm going to bring you for a closer look, and we'll do one at a time so you get a better look at it. Remember, we put the toggle in the middle here just to keep it up. I'll give you a closer look at that as well. So we'll get and do that now. So this is the one we put in the middle just to keep the tarp from sagging. So all I do here, I just pull the string and take that out, and if that comes out, you see that sags down. So again, put the ridge line through the loop and fix your toggle, and that way it keeps the middle up like so. So we don't need it no more, so we can get rid of that. Right, so these are the plastic loops here, so you can see I've got the toggle through, and all I do here is this one here, just put that one down just to loosen it off, and then I take the toggle out. So to show you how I set that up, here's the loop of the tarp just here. There's the end. I put the plastic loop through the loop of the tarp, and then I get my toggle, which is here, through the plastic loop, and then which then enables me to use the knot here to tighten the whole thing up. And as you can see, the knot's grabbed and everything's all nice and tight. And to set it down, it really is easy as loosening the knot, taking the toggle out and letting your tarp fall. Well, that's another main thing now, is just to set down the tarp. So we've got quite a lot of cordage over here. It's just a matter of trying to judge where the middle is. It doesn't really matter, but so with the plastics, wherever you move them, I'm going to keep it about there. I'll bring the other one up as well. That'll lock that into place now. You see, that'll lock that into place. And what I can do now is I can slowly move this into my stuff sack, which is over there. And then all I've got to do then is put the cord on top. if I can do it right. It's been a while. Let's try and get all your hanked bits up first. There'll be 4 of them. Get them all in your hands. So we've got all 4 corners. Just get it in. And then just work your bag around your tarp. And then get your toggle on your stuff sack and just tighten that right up like that, so that locks up and that won't fall off it. No, just stay there. And we've got the 2+6 just here. So what I'm going to do now is just undo one side and then undo the other. That's that. All that's left for me to do now is just tidy up around here and get everything sorted out, and tidy up where I've left, where I slept, and we'll be on our way. And I'll bring you back then. Well, that's having a last check around camp now, just to make sure I've not left anything on the floor. Make sure I've got everything. No equipment left, no rubbish left, no traces of fire, which was the wood stove was here, bivvy across there, so nothing is left. Can't see anything anyway. No. Oh, yep, here we go. Just there, look. Tin foil wrapper from one of my apple pies, and yes, I ate all 6. Right, so that's it for this video then. I'm having to go home. And I'll say thank you for watching. Until the next video, again, I don't know when that's going to be. Just bear with me. I will do wild camps, but obviously it won't be as regular. But yeah, really enjoyed this one. Really nice coming here. It's been left a wreck and ruin, I must admit. But anyway, my path lies that way. And see you on the next video, chaps. Thank you for watching. See ya. Sticking out was as tall as me, look. Come on.